All right, welcome to Double My Income Society. My name is Shane. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how long should a person actually spend on the phone with your internet lead, with your prospect, right? We're going to be talking about that, and I like it when I share a screen. So again, my goal is to help you help you double your income. That's my goal here. So you got an internet lead. So let's just draw this little diagram here. This is a variation from the book, the conversion code. So the diagram that Chris draws is a little bit different than this one, but I'm going somewhere with this. So when you get an internet lead, we'll call it IL, an internet lead, you can basically start your little stopwatch. Okay. Time starts ticking. When you want to jump on a phone call is the best time to jump on a call is going to be in the 5-minute window. That is the absolute best time to jump on a phone call. Why? Because let's just say you have the perfect presentation, the perfect pitch, the perfect tonality, the perfect script, all this kind of stuff. Your rate of closing that is like 80%. Just because you're on the phone with this person, lickety split. So here's another stat. I believe it's 68%. 68% of the people that actually jump on a call will go with the first person that they're on the phone with. Meaning, if you wait a day, 2 days, 3 days to jump on a call, that person is probably on a phone call with someone else. And that person could be the first person that they talk to. And the stats, like I said, it's above 60% that they're going to go with that person simply because they called them right away. So that's why I say you want to jump on a call within 5 minutes. That's optimum. That is the best time. Internet lead comes in, see it in your email box. You have a phone number. You pick up your phone and you call them right away. Like my buddy's calling me right now. Right. So the next window is 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, if you call within 30 minutes, this goes down to something like 60%. Okay. And this is, again, this is if you hit everything. Your tonality is 100%. You just bang on. Your confidence is up. Your enthusiasm is up. Your script is perfect. It's just perfect. You manage everything. You're in your presentation. You're good at collecting credit cards. Everything. The longer it takes you to jump on that phone with that lead, it starts to go down. It starts to dip like this. So imagine people booking a call or following up with people 2 to 3 days later. This is the magic number right here, 72 hours. I don't want to lose you here, but I want to make it crystal clear that if you are within the 72-hour window, you have a chance of closing the deal. If all the universe lines up, if all the planets are in alignment, you have a better chance. Outside the 72-hour window, you're chasing them, and then chances are they may have already been on a call with someone else, or they won't remember you. You'll have to start all over again. And that sucks because the company that you're with is actually paying for those leads. So that's a little bit of the foundation. Jump on the call the second you get an email with a phone number. And if you don't, let's just say, for example, let me just clear this real quick, clear everything. Let's just say you get an internet lead. Where was I going with this? first thing is you jump on the call, obviously, really quick. Oh, let's talk about how many times do you actually call a person when an internet lead comes in? I'm going to start off with 6. You call them 6 times. So when do you call? Within that 5-minute window, you call them twice right away, and then you call them again after 5 minutes. So the clock starts ticking the second you dial. So if I dial, my internet lead just came in, like my buddy Chad just called. Okay, it's been, what time is it? It's 2 minutes. I call him, you start the clock. If he doesn't answer the phone, I will call him back right away a second time. That's called a double tap, a double call. Why? Because most people, probably like 90% of the people, do not answer an unknown number, especially around tax season. They do not answer an unknown number on the first call. So if you call them back right away, people will actually pick up their phone the second time. At least it's a greater chance of it. So when's the next time? The next time would be 5 minutes. So your first one is your first call is right away, within seconds of getting your lead. Okay. You don't do that. You can't get through whatever. You wait 5 minutes, call them back again. Then when's the next time? The third time that you call? 30 minutes. All right. The fourth time is 1 hour. The fifth time is 6 hours later. And the sixth time is the next morning, first thing in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m., whatever it is. But you call them 6 times. So to reiterate, you start the clock the second you call them, not the second your lead comes in, because that's a different clock. That is how fast can you get onto the phone call. Lead comes in, you call them up, there's no answer, call them back right away. Do a second time. Still no answer, wait 5 minutes, wait 3 minutes, wait 5 minutes, call them again. That is your second call. Then wait 30 minutes, call them back again. That's your third time. And then an hour later, some people say 4 hours, hour later, you're calling them again. At the end of the day, you call them one more time, and then you call them the next morning. It's up to you if you want to leave a voice message or not. I think at the beginning, you don't have to necessarily leave a voice message until you get to the end of the day or the next morning. It's it. Pretty professional. You're on top of it. If you have to do more than that, I would stretch it out now to a week, then 2 weeks, then 6 weeks, and then basically you got to churn that sucker out, because they're, for whatever reason under the sun, they may have ghosted you. It's not your fault. Don't chase them to the end of the, like, you don't, this is a dead lead to you. It's a dead lead because they don't have the common courtesy to answer their phone call when they left you a phone number for you to call, and you called them back 6 times. Burn them. Move on to something else. Move on to another. You don't need to waste your time chasing this person down. We're not chasers, we're closers. So hopefully that helps. Okay, so talked a little bit about that. Now, how long do you actually stay on the call? Well, let's just go through some data here. This is 20 minutes. This is 2 hours. Okay. Now, is it possible to close a call within 20 minutes? Yes. If you're Matt Ryder, yes. You can probably close it in 5 minutes. Is it possible to close someone in 2 hours? Yes. But the sweet spot is about 45 minutes, depending on your industry. 45 minutes. You don't want to be here, and you don't want to be here. Why? There's a couple of reasons. Here, you didn't dig up enough pain. In 20 minutes, you didn't do your homework. You got to dig up some pain, because when it gets to your pitch and you make them an offer and you say it's $4,000, $6,000, they're going to be like, yeah, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm not interested. Thanks. and then hang up, and you don't even know why. You don't even know if it was a good call, bad call, nothing, because you went right to the chase right at the 20-minute mark. Can I get your credit card? And you blew it because you didn't spend more time on the phone. Here, you're talking too much. After 2 hours, you're asking them what their favorite baseball team is. You're asking them what their favorite baseball players' favorite cereal is, all this kind of stuff. You're wasting time. And how many phone calls do you think you're going to be able to make in a day? Maximum is probably 3, unless you're working 12 hours a day, but you're going to be gone. You're going to be burning yourself out. You're not going to be closing anything because people aren't going to remember anything that you've said in 2 hours. Most people can't even remember a movie when they go to see a movie. They don't even know what commercials are on, nothing. So if you're 2 hours, you're too long. 45 minutes is a sweet spot. Why? Because when you get people on the phone for that long, they're not on a phone call with someone else. They're with you. There's a reason why they jumped on the horn with you. It's because they have a need. They have an interest, something. They have some kind of an itch that they think that you could solve. And believe it or not, they may not even know that they have an itch. So that's why it takes about 45 minutes to dig this stuff up. And the more things that you dig up, the more pain that you produce, that will allow you to close more deals. And again, if you're into real estate or insurance, I've sold life insurance. If I'm on a call with someone selling life insurance and I'm 45 minutes to an hour long, or real estate, and you pull a credit report and all this kind of stuff, do you think they're gonna want to do that with another real estate agent, another salesperson, another sales agent, insurance agent? No, they're not, because they spent 45 minutes or an hour with you. They're not going to go with someone else and do that whole song and dance again. That's why you need to increase your time on the phone. And in another video, we'll talk about scripts and all this kind of stuff and frameworks and blah, blah, blah. But for now, hopefully I've given you enough information as to why you need to jump on your leads right away and why you need to stay on the phone just a little bit longer. Because again, the statistics are in, the longer you are on the phone with your customer to a certain range, the more you're going to close the deal. It's just inevitable, because obviously they like you enough to keep you on the phone. Think about it, if your calls are lasting 20 minutes and you're not closing any deals, that's why. You can fix it by staying longer on the phone. And it gives you good practice to be in a conversation with a customer. Now, I'm not talking about chewing the fat. I'm not talking about the weather and all this kind of stuff. Your focus should be, how many pain points can you dig up? What is their problem? And get them aware of their problem. That's it for today's video. And if you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments, subscribe, like, all this kind of stuff. If you need my hand in anything, just feel free to check out my website, doublemyincomesociety.com. Have some free resources there. And that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Ciao.